Hey everyone, shalom, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining in. Today I will talk with you about the Hebrew language. That's right, Hebrew slang. I'm excited, I hope you are. And without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so I promised I will talk about the different variations of asking someone how is he doing, and before we'll get to the slangish ones, I'll just put a little reminder here that if you want to ask someone that in a more formal way, the right way would be to ask Ma shlomcha, that's for a guy, and Ma shlomech for a woman. And manishma. So manishma literally means what is heard. But what this expression really means is how you doing. So it's just the same thing, and that's the more formal way of asking that. So if you're gonna ask a friend or family or someone really close to you, how is he doing, you can do it in several other ways, such as ma kore, literally means what's happening, and ma matzav literally means what's the situation. Ma haluz, and that literally means what's the schedule, but also is meant to ask someone like what's going on, how are you doing, what's going on, what's next, something like that. And ma hadibur. Mahadibur literally means what's the talk. Next one is a really commonly used one, and that's the word achi. Achi means my brother. So example to that, ma kore achi, which means what's up, brother? Or another example is you go in a kiosk to buy something and you ask the vendor, whom you've never met before, אחי, יש לך אולי עודף מ-100? And that means, brother, do you maybe have change from a 100 bill? Next one is another popular slang, and that is Sahih. So Sahih is said about someone who is sober or clean from any sort of drug or medicines. Also said about people who are strictly conformist. And another expression is Sahi Balata. And that's said about someone who is more Sahi than Sahi. It's like an upgraded Sahi, if you will. It sounds kind of heavy, but it depends. So you can say Sahi or Sahi Balata on an occasion when you go out to a bar, for example, and when you leave, your friend asks you if you're okay to drive home, and you tell him something like, dude, I'm okay. I hardly drank any alcohol, so I'm Sahi Balata and good to drive. Or another example would be saying Sahi Balata about someone who, for example, won't cross the street at a red light even if the road is entirely empty. So let's talk about some lovey-dovey expressions, friendly expressions. First one, neshama. That's a very commonly used one. So you say neshama or neshama sheli, which means soul, my soul. So this is in fact an expression of love, and it's kind of like saying my sweetheart or my love. For example, נשמה שלי, כמה התגעגעתי אלייך, מתי אנחנו ניפגש? And that means, my soul, my love, I missed you, when will we meet? Another very popular one is Capara. Capara literally means atonement. Seriously. But this one is actually pretty similar to neshama. It's an expression of love, not just for lovers, but also friends or family. Or for example, ma kore kapara. And that means, what's up, Capara? What's up, my soul, my love, my sweetheart? Another similar example is the expression chaim sheli. חיים שלי means my life, mi vida. So obviously another very friendly and loving expression. Know that quite frequently neshama, kapara, and חיים שלי are binded and said all together as neshama kapara or kapara חיים שלי or kapara neshama, neshama שלי. You get the point. Next expression, הורס. הורס or הורס את הבריאות. So it literally means destroying health or wrecking health. Doesn't sound so good, right? But it's actually a compliment. It is said about someone who is so smart or cute or handsome that he or she is just ruining your health or for being just so wow in that sense. So it can be said, for example, about a really cute and smart kid that is so charming that you would say, wow, הוא כל כך מתוק, הורס את הבריאות. And that means, wow, he's so sweet, wrecking health. Or for a girl, היא כל כך מקסימה וחכמה, הורסת. And that means she's so charming and so smart, wrecking. So, הורס, הורסת את הבריאות. Remember, great compliment. Another expression, Baduk. So Baduk literally means checked. And the meaning of this expression is when, for example, someone tells you something, you agree with them, you think the same, so you would tell them Baduk, which means for sure, like absolutely. For example, if your friend tells you, נראה לי שדני מאוהב ביעל, which means I think that Dani is in love with Yael. So if you agree with your friend, like absolutely agree with him, you would respond with Baduk. But pay attention to how I said Baduk. So that means that you absolutely agree with him and you think that as well for sure. Next one is so popular for many years now, I believe, and that's חבלז. So חבלז is an abbreviation of חבל על הזמן, kind of an abbreviation to that, and it literally means pity on the time or shame on the time. And you say that when something is so good or so bad that it would be a waste of time to even talk about it, or more accurately to even question it. For example, אכלנו ארוחת ערב במסעדה תאילנדית מטורפת והאוכל שם היה כל כך טוב, חבלז. And that means we ate dinner at a crazy Thai restaurant and the food there was so good, חבלז. Or you can just say, and the food there was חבלז. האוכל שם היה חבלז. Next one, I think I can dare to say that is probably the most famous or common Hebrew slang there is, and that's the word sababa. Sababa, what it means is cool. Cool, okay, סבבה. Example given, איך היה הטיול שלכם לאיטליה? היה ממש סבבה. And that means, how was your trip to Italy? So you would answer, it was really cool, it was sababa. So I would like to mention that as far as Hebrew slang goes, there's still quite more ground to cover there. But this is it for today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and that would be very helpful. And if you would like to book a Hebrew lesson, just click the link in the description. And if you would like to tune in for more videos about studying motivation and some Hebrew lessons, just click the subscribe button right underneath this video. So thanks again guys, תודה, and I will see you soon. להתראות.